Hey, you guys, how's things? Hope you guys are all doing well. As for me, my son Sammy was here with his girlfriend and their two cats for about 3 weeks. So things were just a little discombobulated, and I haven't really been doing much. And so they've been gone a couple days, and I'm sort of getting back in the groove. One of the things that I like to do when I'm just, don't know what to do is just start gluing paper. And so that's what I thought I could do today with you guys. I'd like to make some more mini journals. And since I've got a ton of file folders, I thought that would be a good place to start. And I've been playing with printing again since my EcoTank printer is now cooperating and printing anything I want it to print. Finally got the Windows update to fix it. Anyway, so I thought I could just do some collaging on these. This is just a great place to start if you're feeling kind of blah, about what to do, looking for inspiration. It's always a good idea to just start doing something. At least it works for me usually. So this tray, this is just like a breakfast tray, I've just got tons of scraps in here. It's just all kinds of stuff. So lots of printed material, book pages, lots and lots of different ledger pages and things like that. I have another tray that has mostly like blank paper in it. So, papers that could be good for writing on. So I've pulled out most of that, and I have it in another tray. So anyway, just lots of grungy, yummy stuff. I did pull one page from one of those new journals or ledgers that I got from Louise because I want to use some of this. So I've got just a single sheet of that in here, and then another kind of collection of book pages that are just pulled from different books, with different types of text and, like some children's book pages and lots of numbers and things like that. So, anyway, so lots of stuff to work with. I would really like to use up all of this that's in here, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of push that over there, and why not start with some of this? I've actually done quite a few of these already, and I thought, well, I might as well turn the camera on and play with you guys here. So this piece, I sort of like how there's lots of blank space that could be used for writing. So I'm actually going to stick that in my other tray. And some of this writing. So here's my thinking with this, is that I would really like to be able to use these file folders just basically like scrapbook paper, just like for backgrounds for some of these images that I've been printing, and really just start making tags and, like I said, journal covers and whatnot. So my goal is to basically just cover up this whole piece, and then maybe do the back of it as well. So I'm just gonna use a couple of these just to kind of get started. I'm trying to use larger pieces on this rather than, tearing these into tiny little pieces. Use some some of these I've actually scanned, so I've kind of like saved them. I've had these for a long time. From this particular ledger that I have in my hand. This was from a butcher shop. And so Lord knows what happened on here. It looks like there's some spilled coffee or something on it. So I'm just using my baby wipe with, I've actually sprayed these. My package of baby wipes was left open in my drawer, so they kind of started drying out. I'm not terribly concerned with the direction that these face, because some of this paper or some of these pieces I'm going to use as journal covers, and so I don't know what direction they're going to be situated, but I hope that makes sense, what I'm saying. So some of it is going to be turned this way and some will be this way. So I'm not terribly concerned with direction. Let's see. I saw this in here. It's like this little French vocabulary book. Let's see. Anyway, so also I have reached my 10,000 subscriber mark, and I want to do a giveaway. And I'm not sure exactly what I want to do or how I'm going to do it, but I said that I would, and I want to, because I really, 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 really appreciate you guys in getting me there. It's just a neat milestone. I think didn't think that was going to happen, to be honest. I don't even know how long I've had this channel. I think it's maybe 2.5 years or something like that. And things have really changed a lot. There's a lot of things that have changed and a lot of things that have pretty much stayed the same. I don't really do many. I used to do a lot more like haul videos. Kind of started out doing a lot of hauls, things like that. It's just sometimes hard to come up with ideas of, videos to do, and so maybe that could be part of my giveaway. Sort of ask for ideas or something like that, like something you guys would like to see, like if you'd like to know what my take is on a particular thing or something, or whatever. I don't know. It's just an idea. Just an idea for ideas. This is one of those pages from, it was like a doctor's book, like a general practitioner. These are like all of his notes from years and years. I found this listing on eBay for them, and this girl had like, I don't know, probably 20 of those little notebooks from this doctor. I did actually sell some of them. I think I kept about like 4 or 5 of them. So I've just got tons of this writing. It's really cool because it's super tiny, Anyway, I love it. Okay, I want some book pages on here. A little bit darker, just for some contrast. Stick this one here. Like I said, the goal is basically just to cover this up. So I'm not trying to create like, you know, fabulous composition or anything like that. Just really just trying to cover it. Perfect. Actually, I'm going to tear that little strip off. If anybody's curious about the glue, this is just the Amazon Basics all-purpose glue stick. I actually subscribe to it. You know, if you subscribe on your Amazon Prime to certain items, you get it a little bit cheaper. And sometimes it's cheaper, but sometimes it's actually, you can actually find packs of these in the used item, you know, like if you're looking on the, if you're looking at the item listing on Amazon and then just like scroll down to the, you know, lower in the listing, you can find things that are reduced because, you know, for different reasons, like the packaging is damaged or something like that. I want to put that right there. Anyway, so the pack of 12 of these generally, I think, runs about right around $15 or something like that. And then like the used ones you can get for sometimes like $9 or $10. So it's worth looking at. Let's see. How about that? Put that right there. Can you guys see what I'm doing? So I'm just kind of creating a little base for a lot of these images. Let's see, one more. Got one more space to cover here. Perfect. Okay. Oh, let me get that little spot. Just that one little spot. I'm going to spray this with a little bit more water. I've been trying not to use as many baby wipes as I normally do. Trying to be a little bit more frugal with them. Okay. Good. All right, so I'll let this dry. I haven't worried about these little tabs because those are going to get trimmed off anyways. So this is a basic idea, just to cover the file folder, and then once it dries, I can trim this. I'll trim this stuff off with the scissors. Hang on, let me move this really quick. So I'm trying to get this to where it'll fit nicely in my paper trimmer. Whoops. So how have you guys been? You guys doing okay? Any exciting projects? Oh, another update. I am today, hopefully, going to be making up those additional French ledger packs that I had some people request. I had listed them in my Etsy shop, and I only made up 20 of them, and they sold out pretty quick. So I agreed that, you know, if you sent me a message on Etsy, that I would add you to my list to make up some more, because I just didn't know how many to make. And anyway, so I'm hoping to do that today. So if you are one of those people that have requested the ledger pack, I will be back in touch with you soon. I think what I'm going to do is do those through PayPal. So I'll be sending out PayPal invoices for those bundles. Okay. So I just basically trimmed them so they're all squared up and neat. And then I want to do the back. Like I said, I'm not going to do that on all of them, but because some of them are going to get used for different things. But I'd really like to, you know, just cover the back with some kind of interesting papers, you know. So I've got my little tray that has all these different rolls of paper. Some are like, you know, like EKG paper, and some of these are little pieces of like tissue. This is like some washi tape, so it's got like a backing on it. So I want to use some of that. And then some of these pieces of ledger that I think would be nice to write on. And then there's a whole bunch more. So, you know, like end papers and things like that from different books. Or like, you know, when you find blank pages in old books, hang on to those so you can back your tags with that. I just think it looks nice, and different textures and stuff. Just kind of overlap them and stuff. I'm going right up to the seam, to the crease in the file folder, because I think I'm probably going to just, you know, cut right along that crease. Let's use some of this. Some there. Let's put some over here. Again, the goal is to just cover this up. I don't know, I might do a little bit of stamping. Let's use some of the straw paper that Rachel sent me. Love this straw paper. I have tried to find this paper in the United States, and I just have not been able to find it anywhere. If anybody knows where to get that straw paper in the US, would you PM me or something? Let me know. I know that sounds terrible. I like to support Rachel in her shop, but boy, it's just expensive. The shipping is just crazy. It would be awesome if we could find it here in the US. But anyway, if you love this paper, if you love this straw paper, Rachel at Roxy Creations, she does sell it in her shop. So I just think it's so weird that I have, you know, you just can't find it in the US. It's just weird. It's just one of those things. They have it in Italy. Okay, this is another little, see, just like the little pieces that were blank. Instead of throwing them away, I like to just save them. I'm like the queen of saving scraps of paper. But I'm pretty much down to that one tray that I can use for collaging. This is some paper that somebody sent me in Happy Mail. I don't remember who it was. I don't think it was Kate, but it was in some Happy Mail. Might have been in somebody's journals that I showed on a show and sell, you know, my show and sell videos. Let's just put the other one right there. There we go. Dampen that again. Oh my gosh, I got to see my little baby granddaughter today. Her name is Frances. She is the cutest thing on the planet. I'm telling you, she's just freaking adorable. Not gonna use that. Let's see. Let's use a strip of this. This is that like washi tape paper. I'm gonna put some glue under it though, because I don't necessarily trust the tape. Don't really want to cover up those numbers, but let me see. Well, that's going to be fun to work with, the tape on there. It's funny. Every time I say now, I always think about how many times I've gotten messages from people telling me how many times I said during a video. I just think it's funny. So this actually, I know that this has, yeah. I had someone message me or comment on a video and told me that I had said like 80 times or something. And I just thought, okay. It's funny that you had time to count. Anyway, whatever. Okay. Just need something to put right there. About a piece of this. Right there. So, like I said, I've done a whole bunch of these and covered a whole bunch of file folders with, you know, collage paper like this. So I'll let this one dry, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do on the front of them. So like this one, I haven't done the paper on the back, but I'll show you what I want to do on the front now. So put this little tray aside 1 second. And then, so this guy, well, there's actually a couple trays here. So this is just my kind of, this is where I just toss little things, like little bits of things, little tickets or things I've stamped, little pieces of ephemera, some green stamps, some labels, tickets, you know, just all kinds of little things. You know, there's some little Tim Holtz pieces in here, stuff like that. So, well, this is all just, this was sort of like my box of cluster fodder, you know, and then some washi tape. I just pull out the washi tapes that I sort of want to use, and I just put them on a piece of like seam binding in a ring, so then I can just kind of hang it up wherever, you know, wherever I'm working, and then it's right there and handy. Some masking tape. So this is some of that book tape, the Tim Holtz book tape with the backing on it, you know, that's like super, super sticky. Some postage stamps, some bigger washi tapes. These are some quotes that I've printed on ledger paper and then tore apart. These are some like ration stamps from France, from Louise. These are little flower sticker washies. Anyway, and then this is just, you know, the Tim Holtz like field notes, ephemera, all kinds of stuff, just all kinds of little bits. And then this is just other little, just more scraps, like little tiny things. This is a little French dictionary, one of those little Lilliput French English dictionaries. I sort of have like a collection of these, but I have like 3 English French ones, so I thought I would donate this one to this kind of stuff. Anyway, so I'll start off, I usually will start off just with some masking tape. And I like to get this really wide, this is like 2.5 inch masking tape. And I just like to add a little bit kind of in different areas on here with glue. Let's see. Let's put one up here at the top. And I just love it because it's sort of transparent, translucent, I guess is the right word. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This is the 3rd time I've tried to do this video. I tried doing it yesterday, and Alex called me. He's my number 3 son. He called me like 3 times in a row. I kept like ignoring it, and he just kept calling. So I finally just shut the video off and answered the phone. Anyway, then the first time I did it was like, was just bleh, you know. This is dressmaker tape, so it's like this paper tape. It's really cool. I love it. I bought that on Etsy. Let's put some little strips of it here and there. Let's do one more. We'll do one going this way. I want a little bit more masking tape on here. Oops. Okay, this piece. Okay. And then, let's see, might as well add a couple of these little pages. Okay, need a new glue stick. So yeah, it's kind of funny since I subscribed to these glue sticks. They come once a month. And so I've got like 3 boxes of them because I just haven't been doing stuff. This is some little ration stamps. All right, I need a new baby wipe. See, I'm doing pretty good with the baby wipes lately. Normally, I probably would have gone through 10 of them already. Okay, so that looks good. A little bit more. Wait, let's do some washi on here. This is mostly like Tim Holtz washi tape. Some of it is. Oh, and a mask. Okay. All right, and I always use some glue under the washi tape because, you know, it will definitely peel up over time. Some numbers. Love numbers. All right. I'm going to add some postage stamps. Add a few postage stamps. Maybe some, let's do a couple of green stamps too. A little strip of green stamps somewhere. Let's just do it right down here. postage stamps in random places. Couple more. About up here. Okay. So if you know me, you know that this is sort of the way I work when I'm doing, you know, multiples of the same thing. So I would have like my whole stack of these kind of sitting over here, and then I would just pull each one over and sort of work on them, and then do this process on every one of them, set them aside as I go, and then I'll pretty much have all of them to the same sort of point, you know. So I'm not trying to put too much on here, since really this is, the idea is that this is a background for some images. And I can always add more to it later. One thing I would like to do though is add a little bit of stenciling. Stencil some numbers or something. So I got a pack of those. I'm really not all about Tim Holtz. Like, I'm not a fangirl or anything, but he has some pretty cool stuff sometimes. So anyway, so I picked up a package of those little stencil numbers that he put out recently, and I kind of like them. So I find these old stamp pads at thrift stores and stuff like that, and if the foam is relatively soft, then I'll buy them and just put random colors in there, and use that for grunging. There we go. So I'm going like kind of heavy in one spot, and then just sort of feathering it out, you know, towards the edges. Let's do a little bit of these letters somewhere. Cool beans. And then I got these, I just picked these up at Office Depot. Just these, you know, paper stencils. Trying not to rip it. There we go. Let's do a big letter B. It looks like a 13. And let's do, might as well do an M. See, that's where the glue, there's glue right there. See how it got super dark right there? It's because there's still glue that's wet. Oh, and then it went up onto some masking tape. So anyway, so that's just a little bit of stenciling, and then add a couple stamps, a couple labels. And I really love this, the Stays On. It's the Blazing Red. It's just my favorite. I do like this archival red geranium also. But this is probably my favorite. Let's do a couple of the glue is still a little bit wet on this, so that's why it's sticking ever so slightly. Let's do a smaller one. There. Wait, one more. One more. Okay. Okay. So that's basically what I want to do with my pile of file folders that I've done. I've just done very simple collage on them. So see, I've got tons of them. And then I'm going to come in and cut them all apart. This one that I did the paper on the back, it's not quite dry yet. But anyway, so this one I'm going to trim the edges also, obviously. And then I don't think might do a little bit of inking on the back of this one. Like, so I know the ink in this pad is a little bit lighter. But I might just come in and just do a tiny bit of ink here and there, just to kind of knock down the brightness a little bit. Just a little tiny bit. A little goes a long way, you know. Maybe do some fingerprints, you know. And then cut those apart into just smaller pieces, just all kinds of just random sizes, not even really measuring them, you know, just cutting them into smaller pieces. And then I will start adding other stuff to them, and then that's when each one kind of turns into something special, you know. I have a whole bunch of, like I said, images that I want to attach on these. I've got all these pictures like of my grandma and stuff. So I want to use some of those. And then I just have this little box, been fussy cutting, just little pictures of butterflies and flowers and whatnot. So some of these I think I'll do some machine stitching around the edge of them before I glue them on. And then, you know, maybe even add some little lace or something. But anyway, so I will finish doing whatever I'm going to do with collaging all of these file folders. And then I'll come back maybe tomorrow and do another video and just keep going with this and just, you know, there's some other stuff that I'd like to use on some of these collages, some fussy cut images and some of that Stamperia decoupage paper, you know. So I sort of need to end cycle on this one process and then put some stuff away and get organized for this part of it, and finish cutting out images that I'd like to use, and you know, get out other supplies, put stuff away, and pull out a bunch more stuff. So that's kind of where I'm at. Anyway, and I do want to do those bundles. I'm gonna try to put those together today so I can start invoicing people. So those bundles, if you want to see what I'm talking about, just go back a couple videos on my channel and you'll see I showed them to you. The ones that I made, not the ones at Forever French, but the ones that I made. And I believe the pricing on those was around $40. So if you're interested in one of those, sometime between now and, I would say now, which is Tuesday the 18th of May, it's about 5 p.m. So if you think you want one, send me a message on Etsy. And it's just 2 silver oranges on Etsy. It's all one word, 2 silver oranges, just like my channel name. So I'll try to remember to put a link in the description. But anyway, so that's where I am. I hope you guys are all doing well, like I said, and pull out all your scraps and just pull out something to collage on, even if it's cereal boxes or, you know, just other types of packaging, you know, like real thin chipboard and stuff like that. And just glue some paper. Just start gluing paper and tearing paper. It's fun and it's inspiring, and you know, you can create a bunch of stuff just from one piece like this. You know, I mean, we could make pockets and tags and little tuck spots and belly bands, and we could even make some little charms and things like that just out of one piece like this. So anyway, that's my inspirational thought for the day. Anyway, okay guys, I love you. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye for now.